Hey guys, so today I have my 2015 skincare favorites I want to share with you, and I have a ton of products I want to go through. So grab a seat. It's probably going to be a long one, but I know you guys have been requesting this video for a while, so I wanted to make sure I share these products with you. And skincare is probably one of my most important steps in my whole beauty regimen. So it's something that I follow very, very strictly. And this past year I really dove into trying out a huge variety of different skincare products to see what worked well for me and what didn't. So I've added a lot to my skincare routine. And before I get into the products, I wanted to talk about my skin and what problems I have with it, just in case you guys have similar skin types, and that way you can kind of figure out what might work well for you. So I have really sensitive combo skin, and in the colder months my skin tends to be really dry. So I'll have like dry patches all over my face, and it's really, really bad when the seasons change and it gets really cold out. This winter I got really lucky, and I think it's because I found some products that worked really well. My skin will just kind of turn red in some areas, and I'll have dryness, and it gets really, really irritated. It's almost like breakouts, but it's underneath the skin, and it's only in the colder months. And I've tried a ton of things in the past and it just did not work, so I kind of just have to tough it out for the winter time. And then in the summertime or in the warmer months, my skin tends to be a little bit more oily, so I have combo oily skin, and it's usually in my T-zone area. And I don't have a lot of problems with breakouts or acne because I don't have acne prone skin. I think it's just genetics. I've never really had a ton of acne problems, but whenever I do have breakouts, it's usually around my jawline or around my forehead, like right above my brows. It's kind of weird, but I think it's mostly hormonal, and it's usually in groups. Like when I do break out, I don't have like one or two. I have like a group of little blemishes like in those areas. And on top of that, I have really, really sensitive skin. So if I touch my face or scratch my face, or if I use a new product that my skin does not like, it will start to turn red and almost looks hive-like, and it gets really itchy. So I try my best not to touch my face too much, and I make sure that all of my makeup tools and brushes and whatnot are very clean, and I do that on a routine because I know when I do break out, sometimes it can be from bacteria, from dirty brushes, or anything like that. So with that said, a lot of my skincare products are a little bit more gentle, and they're made for sensitive skin types. So let's go ahead and jump into the products. I'm gonna start off with face cleaning or cleansing products because that just makes sense. The first thing that I have here is for makeup removal, and this is from Neutrogena. It's the oil-free eye makeup remover, and I've talked about this in the past. I've used it a long time, and a lot of people like this. It's got a two-part mixture to it that you shake up, and I just soak a small cotton round, and this is great for removing mascara, eyeliner, or anything that's kind of harder to remove. This takes it right off, so I really like to use this. And the other thing that I use for makeup removal is also from Neutrogena. It's just their makeup remover cleansing towelettes. These are super handy. I use these a lot when I'm filming because it's just easy to grab one of these. I don't use these on a daily basis because I prefer using like a cleanser to remove my makeup. So I have these on hand because I just think they're really handy, and they're great for traveling. If you're in a pinch, these are great to remove your makeup, and it's nice and gentle, but I always go to my cleansers to take off my makeup completely. And the other thing that I have for makeup removal is from Garnier. This is their newest Micellar cleansing water. I do have the original, and this one is supposed to remove waterproof makeup as well. This does look a little bit different from the original one, which has a pink lid. I can tell in the solution there are tiny little bubbles in this, and you are supposed to shake it before you use it, but it's made for all skin types, and it works for sensitive skin as well. So I really, really like Micellar cleansing waters because, again, it's a very easy step to removing your makeup. You just soak a cotton pad with it, and it takes off a lot of stuff before you do your cleansing. So now for my cleansers, this is what I use to remove everything left over from the makeup wipes, and it's also what I use on a daily basis to keep my skin feeling fresh and clean. So the first one I have is from Neutrogena. It's the oil-free acne wash in pink grapefruit. It's the foaming scrub. This one and the cream one work really well. The cream one tends to make my skin feel a little bit softer, and this does have a salicylic acid acne treatment in it, and it's very gentle, so it works well with my sensitive skin. So it helps to keep my blemishes at bay, but I really like to use this in the winter or colder months because it has a very gentle exfoliating scrub in it, and it helps to keep the dry skin off my face. So I've been using this ever since the start of fall because I knew my skin needed to be prepped for the colder months, and I am almost out of this now, but it's a great daily cleanser, and it's also pretty affordable from the drugstore. And the other one that I use is from Murad. It's the Refreshing Cleanser from their Age Reform line, and I have a couple of other products I really like from this line, which I'll talk about later on. But this one is already my second one of these, and I used the other one all up and I loved it. It really helped my skin feel really clean and clear. And this one is supposed to cleanse your skin of surface impurities and makeup without over drying it. And it's a very gentle formula. It helps to soothe your skin while infusing nourishing hydration, which is exactly why I like this cleanser. It doesn't leave my skin feeling really tight and dry after using it because I do have sensitive skin, and a lot of cleansers tend to do that. And speaking back to my like redness and irritation, sometimes that comes from using a really harsh cleanser, but this one does not do it to me, so I keep going back to this one. And then I have Purity from Philosophy, and this one is a little bit newer to me. I got this in December and I really like it so far. It's a very simple one-step facial cleanser, and it removes everything it's supposed to remove, and it leaves your skin feeling really clean, and it's great for sensitive skin. It doesn't bother my skin at all, so I really like to take this with me traveling. I just put it into empty like containers. And then my last one is from GlamGlow. This was a part of a gift set, but it's the Thirsty Cleanse Daily Hydrating Cleanser. It's a mud to foam kind of cleanser, and it comes in a little pump. I only use about 2 pumps of this, and I work it all over my face. It's supposed to go on dry face, and then you wet your hands and it turns into a foam. This cleanser leaves my skin feeling so soft afterwards. I really like this. This one works really well for dry skin because after you use it, it just feels nice and soft and hydrated. So I highly recommend this. I love the blue line from GlamGlow because it's made for like drier skin. And I do not use all of these cleansers all at once because that's just not necessary and probably not good for your skin if you overwash your face. But I do like to interchange between them sometimes. So moving on from cleansers, I have my face masks, and these are slowly becoming an addiction for me because I love doing face masks, especially after a long day or a long trip. You just put one of these on your face and it just feels like you're like renewing and refreshing your skin. So I love these, and these are my babies. So I'm kind of new to them, but I've started a small collection already. So first I'm going to talk about my GlamGlow face masks. These are probably my favorite. The first one I have is the Thirstymud Hydrating Treatment, and it goes with the cleanser that I showed you guys. But this one is one of my favorites because it's super hydrating, and I'll show you guys what it looks like on the inside. It has like almost like a honey colored mud in there, and there are very tiny little granules that you don't really feel on your skin, but it's kind of slimy at first when you apply it. But you leave it on your skin, I think, how long does it say here? It doesn't say how long to leave it on for, but I think it's around 15 to 20 minutes. But you can leave this on overnight if you wanted to, and I leave it on for about 20 to 30 minutes, and I love the way my skin feels afterwards. It's when you just wash away and your skin seriously feels like a baby's butt. So I love this, and it does tingle slightly at first, but it goes away, and it's very nice for sensitive skin. And this has a coconutty, like slightly like suntan lotion kind of smell to it. It's very like tropical. And then I also have the Gravity Mud Firming Treatment. This one is their newest mask, and it's really cool because it looks white on the inside. I'll show you guys. And then when you apply it and it dries, it turns into this really cool like silver, almost like aluminum looking mask. And this one is one that you peel off, but you're supposed to apply a very generous amount of this mask all over so that when you peel it, it comes off nice and clean. And I think you leave it on for up to 30 minutes, and you'll know when it changes color that it's ready to be peeled off. And I love the like sensation of peeling the mask off because it's just, I don't know. And you get to see everything that comes off with it, and your skin feels so refreshed afterwards. And it almost gives your skin like a new glow or something. So I really like this one as well. There are brushes that come along with these masks that you can apply with, so it's a little bit more hygienic. And my last mask that I have from them came with the set of the Thirstymud, but it's the Super Mud Clearing Treatment. It's a tiny baby version. I don't know if they sell the full size, I haven't seen it, but I have the tiny baby version, and it looks like a gray, like charcoal colored mud inside, and you put this all over your face, and immediately when I first applied this I felt the tingling, and that went away. And once it dries, you can see the gunk on the mud. It's really weird. So this one, when you apply it, it's a very dark, kind of like wet cement looking color, and then once it starts to dry, it kind of turns like a light gray, and then you just wash it all away along with all of that gunk, and your skin just feels really, really clean. So I love all of these masks. I know that the GlamGlow masks are not cheap, and I held back for a long time. I didn't want to get these because I was like, they were way too expensive. I don't know how many uses you get out of them, but I use these maybe once a week, at least 3 to 4 times a month. So you don't use it all up right away, and it does last you quite a while. So I think they are definitely worth the investment, and especially because it's a product that really treats your skin. And having these at home is kind of like having your own little spa, and I don't ever go to the spa. So that's kind of my justification for having these, and I really love the way they've been working for my skin. And speaking of expensive masks, these are the Peter Thomas Roth skin masks. It's from the Skin Stint Mask Magic set from the holidays, but every time there is some sort of gift set or something from Sephora for skincare, I jump on those because it's a great value. So that's why when I saw this, I had to have it because it comes with 3 of his masks. Normally, one of these full size range from like, I think it's like $90 or so, which is a lot. So of course, these are not the full size, but you get 1.7 fluid ounces, and this is a lot of product. This is probably enough for the entire year for me. And again, I only use these probably once, maybe twice in a week. And you get 3 different ones. So this one is my favorite out of the 3. It's a 3-in-1 kind of mask with an intensive skin resurfacing treatment. It exfoliates with pumpkin enzyme, it peels with alpha hydroxy acid, polishes with aluminum oxide, and it reveals smoother, younger looking, and radiant and revitalized skin. When I first applied this to my skin, you definitely feel a strong tingling sensation with this, and it lasts pretty much the duration that you have the mask on your face until you wash it off. You're only supposed to leave it on for about 7 minutes, and then you rinse it away. And I think the stinging sensation comes from the alpha hydroxy acid, which is actually peeling away the dull, congested skin. So it sounds really harsh, but it actually is fine. And after you use this, your skin feels super, super supple. But the first time I tried this, I totally freaked out because I was like, oh my god, my skin is burning, I need to take this off. But don't freak out, it's just a part of the treatment. I probably wouldn't recommend using this one a ton if you do have sensitive skin, because I probably only use this maybe once a month. So definitely be wary of your skin type when you're using something like this, because it's a lot stronger. If you love pumpkin, you'll love this, but it smells like pumpkin pie, literally. It almost looks like pumpkin in a can as well. But this one has exfoliants in it. You can feel those tiny little exfoliants, and there's like little pieces, I think, of pumpkin. I don't know what it is, but there's like little things inside this one. And then this one is the Rose Stem Cell Bio Repair Gel Mask. This one is really fancy. There's a lot of long words. I'm gonna just sum it up for you guys. Basically, it's an anti-aging, reparative, and rejuvenating treatment for your skin. I also really like this one. I think the 2 that I use the most are these 2. And then this is the Cucumber Gel Mask, and it's an extreme detoxifying hydration mask. If you have really dry, irritated skin, this mask is supposed to really help to soothe that. I don't use this one a whole lot. I do like the cooling sensation. This one is just a thick clear gel that you apply to your skin, and I think you can leave it on for, let me see, 10 minutes and you rinse it off. This one is one you can probably use like 2 to 3 times in a week, and it's okay. And this set with the 3 masks was around $70 compared to like 1 for $90. You get to try a couple of different ones. And then finally, I have my Korean sheet masks, which I am completely addicted to. I use these all the time, especially after traveling. So these are the ones I've tried in the past and I really like. I ordered these off of mimibox.com, which I will link down below, but they have really good deals and they have a huge variety of different masks. So I picked up some more. A lot of them I actually got from Korea when I was there. I like just stocked up on a ton of them, and I still have some left over, but I wanted to try some other ones. So these are from Etude House, and this one is the Coenzyme Q10. It's supposed to be for tightening and firming. I also have the hyaluronic acid one, which is for moisturizing, anything with hyaluronic acid in it is my favorite thing for skincare because hyaluronic acid holds 1,000 times its own weight in water. So it's amazing if you have dry skin, and it works great for sensitive skin as well. So I love this one. I have a ton of that. And then I also have a collagen one, which is for skin firming. Collagen is also amazing. I have a lot of collagen products in my moisturizers, and collagen is basically what keeps your skin really elastic and nice and bounces back. So when you get older, you tend to lose more of the collagen in your skin, and it's not something that you can replace. So it's really good to take care of it. I know that was like a really brief explanation of what collagen is, but you can look into that if you are super interested, because I am a nerd and I've done a lot of research on like different skincare things. And then this one is the Vita Complex one. It's supposed to be for radiating skin. That sounds kind of scary, but I think they meant like radiating, like glowing. These are all in Korean, so there's not like actual descriptions for these. And the last one I have is the Donkey Milk Skin Gel Mask Pack in Aqua. At first I got this because I thought the brand was Donkey Milk, but there's actual donkey milk in this, so I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see how it works. There are some really bizarre ingredients in their sheet masks over there in Korea, but hey, they work for them, so I'm totally willing to try it out. And these are pretty inexpensive. I think they're about $1 or $2 each, so I like to stock up and get a ton of them all at once so I have them on hand whenever I need them. I leave it on for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I just take it off, and I don't wash off the product because there's no point in doing that. You're actually supposed to rub it in either with your hands, or I like to use a cotton pad to just kind of like pat it into my skin until it absorbs. And I usually use these at night before I go to sleep because that way I can let the product sink into my skin. Okay guys, we are at the home stretch of this video. It's almost done, but now on to my moisturizers. And this is a very vital part of my skincare routine because I know I have dry combo skin, so I have to make sure that I take care of it with the right products. So I have a lot of moisturizers. Let me start with my serums first because I usually will wash my face, apply my serum, and then I will go in with a moisturizer. So I have three. I have 3 serums here that I love. So the first one I have is again from Murad. It's the Rapid Collagen Infusion one from their Age Reform line. This goes really well with the other products I love from them. That's why I have it. I like to use it as a set. This one I am almost out of. I probably have like 1 or 2 uses left. I do have a backup on hand. So I briefly mentioned the importance of collagen, and I really like to have collagen in my skincare products because I think it makes a really big difference and I can feel it and see it. So I have the box in front of me. I'm just going to read to you what it says. It's supposed to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles in 2 hours, and it helps to maintain youthful collagen levels and hydrates to improve volume. And this is actually not a serum, it's a collagen treatment, but I like to think of it as a serum because I apply it before my moisturizer. But I just put 2 pumps of this all over my face and I let it sink in for a moment, and then I go in with my moisturizer, which I will mention in a moment. But I really do feel and see a difference when I use this. I haven't been using this a whole lot because I'm almost out of it and I wanted to try some other products for you guys. So the next one is from Origins. It's the Renewal Serum with Willow Herb. This is a newer one that I'm trying and I really like it. This seriously makes my skin feel super soft in the morning, and it's one you can use in the morning and night. It's very lightweight. It comes with a little pump. I use 2 pumps of this before my moisturizer. Any serums that you use should be applied to clean skin first, and then you can use your other products over it. But this is very lightweight. If you don't like the feeling of like heavy creams and serums and stuff like that, you will really like this because it absorbs really quickly. You don't feel it on your skin. You don't have to give it a lot of time to sink in at all. And finally, I have my Tatcha Luminous Deep Hydrating Firming Serum. This I use very sparingly because it's a little bit more on the expensive side, and it's a more luxurious kind of product. It's very tiny. The actual product inside has very tiny gold flecks in it, so when you apply it to your skin, it's kind of like a light like gel almost, and you just smooth it all over your skin. It gives your skin a nice dewy glow, and it's not like super reflective or sparkly or anything. It just gives you a nice glow. So I don't use this on a daily basis because I do have other serums that I like to use, but also because this is a more luxurious kind of product. So every now and then I will take this out and use it. I am almost out of it, which is super sad. So after my serums, I apply my moisturizer, and I'll talk about some that I've used in the past that I really like. This one is from Benefit. It's the Total Moisture Facial Cream. I know I've mentioned it before. But this one is a little bit more of a heavier kind of cream, so I do like to use it at night, and that way it can sink into my skin. But I really, really like this. If you have dry skin, you'll love this, and it smells amazing. It's just a super luxurious kind of cream. This one is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream for extra dry skin. I have the other formula as well, but I prefer this one a little bit more. It's just a little thicker. This has hyaluronic acid in it, and I mentioned before that it holds 1,000 times its own weight in water. So it's super, super moisturizing. When you put it on, it almost feels like water. It's really weird. It absorbs nice and quick, so it's not gonna leave your skin feeling greasy or anything. And then I have what I'm using currently, which is my Murad Hydrodynamic Ultimate Moisture. This I am literally almost completely out of. I probably only have a couple more uses. I also have a backup of this. I love this moisturizer. This is a very, very hydrating moisturizer. It's a thicker cream. Again, I like to use it at night. This is my nighttime moisturizer, but I do like to use it in the day sometimes if I'm feeling extra dry. But if you have super dry sensitive skin, try this out. I think you will love it. It's my holy grail moisturizer. And then finally, I have my Origins High-Potency Nightamins, and this is meant to be a nighttime moisturizer because the consistency is a lot thicker. It's almost like a balm. It's super thick, but when you work it into your skin and the heat from your palms, it kind of like melts the product into your skin. I don't know how to describe it, but it is a cream, and I actually like to use this in the daytime. So I don't use it as a night cream. I use it in the day because my skin needs the extra moisture. I personally prefer a heavier night cream, so I don't think this is super, super heavy, which is why I use it in the daytime, but it has like a nice citrusy scent to it, and like I said, when you work it into your skin, it just kind of melts into your skin, and it does absorb pretty quickly. And then last but not least, I just have some body stuff, which is from Soap & Glory. This is my all-time favorite shower gel. It's their Clean On Me Creamy Clarifying Shower Gel. I am obsessed with the way this smells. This is like my third one, and this one they sent to me with my picture on it. I thought it was really funny. It's a really It's like a really sexy, florally clean kind of smell, which I love. So I also have their body lotion, and I also have their body butter. So I love this stuff. Alright guys, so that pretty much sums up my skincare favorites for 2015, and I know I went through a ton of products, so hopefully you found some new products you want to try out for yourselves in the future. I used to think skincare routines were such a hassle, and it's just an added thing to do and more money you need to spend. But honestly, you need a good base to work off of when you're doing beauty stuff, so you want to make sure you take care of your skin, and your skin is all you have once you remove all of that makeup and stuff. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any suggestions on products for me to try out. Otherwise, you can find me on my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!